Have you been assigned a court date that you want to try to have rescheduled? I'm Matt Dolan with Dolan Divorce Lawyers in Connecticut, and today I'm going to show you how to file a motion for continuance. So first, you're going to want to do a Google search for form JD-CV-21, and that is the Connecticut court form for a motion for continuance. Once you have the form, you're going to fill in the docket number, the name of the case, check off the box for judicial district, and then insert the address of the court. And then in the date of motion box, you're going to want to put the date that you are filing the motion for continuance. You can leave the sequence number on short calendar box blank, along with the name of the judge who scheduled the event, unless you do know the name of the judge who scheduled it, which is probably unlikely. And then you are going to put the date of the scheduled event that you are seeking to have changed. There's a box for the person making the motion, so if you are the plaintiff or defendant, you are going to check off that box. The firm name and address and phone number you can leave blank if you are self-represented. And then the event for which the continuance is requested. There are a number of boxes that you can check off. Perhaps you have a court trial or a pre-trial that you are trying to reschedule. But it's also possible that the court date is not listed in the boxes, in which case you can check the other box and fill in the description. So it may be a resolution plan date, for example, which does not have a box that you can check off. Then below that, you're going to put the reason for the continuance. So party not available, maybe you're going to be on vacation, or perhaps discovery is not complete and it would be unnecessary or unproductive to have a court date until after discovery is completed. So you can put that description and then check off whether or not you are requesting a certain date for the new court date assignment, or you want the court to assign the date at its discretion. Now, keep in mind that if you are requesting a specific date, it's probably unlikely that the court will have availability on that date. So they may schedule it for another date that they do have available. Now, before filing the motion for continuance, you are required to reach out to the opposing party to see whether or not they consent to the continuance request. So you're going to check off the box for consent if they do consent, do not consent if they do not consent, and then if they have not responded to your inquiry as to whether or not they consent to your continuance request, then you can check off that box. Now, below that is the certification section. So in the first blank, you're going to put the date that you filed the motion for continuance, and then you're going to put the name and address of any party who has an appearance in the file. So presumably that is the opposing party, but there also may be a guardian ad litem or other third party who you have to give notice of the continuance to. And then finally at the bottom, you just sign your name, print your name, put the date and your mailing address and telephone number. Once the form is completed, you will either mail it, fax it, or drop it off in person to the clerk's office. You can find the fax number by doing a Google search for the Connecticut Judicial Directory, and you should be able to find a large PDF that has the fax numbers for the different clerk's offices. And then once you get the document filed, you just have to make sure that you send a copy either via mail, fax, or email to the opposing party or anybody else who has an appearance in the file so that they have notice of the motion that you filed. So those are the basics on how to file a motion for continuance. As usual, if you have any additional questions, you can contact our office. And if you're looking for representation in a divorce or family law case here in Connecticut, I would invite you to contact our office as well.